Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. My name is Asad Yaqub and I'm teaching you how to write a good essay for your IELTS writing task 2 academic or gender training. Now we are going to go ahead. The next topic is grammar. We are going to see what sort of grammar do you need to write a good essay. So please follow me here. You need to show that you can write a range of sentence types. Now range of sentence types means the sentences where you are using should, could, must, may, might, active voice, passive voice accurately, right? And that you can use grammar accurately. You also need to punctuate your writing well. Two things: sentence structure and punctuation. Punctuation means the use of full stop, comma, question mark and all that. But 2 marks are most important for essay writing. Full stop, you know where to put, and comma, right? And then we got apostrophe as well. So you can do one thing. There are many short videos available on YouTube about punctuation. Just write English punctuation and watch a short video of 10 minutes. You will be clear. And let me tell you the most important punctuation marks which we use in essay writing, that is full stop, comma, apostrophe, somewhere we need to use semicolon, colon. So you can just, these are 4-5 punctuation marks. Once you learn to use it, you're gonna be fine. And they're not very technical because you are going to use them. Once you understand where to use it, then they're not going to be technical. So how can I show a range of sentence types? Very important point. And again, I'm telling you, these things are the band score booster. If you want to boost your band score, some people argue that I am taking IELTS many times. I have taken IELTS 3 times, 4 times, but my band score is not changing. Band score will change if your English will change. If your English is same, yeah, one time you appear in IELTS, after 10 days you appear in IELTS second time, then you appear in IELTS after 1 month, your English is same, so you will get the same band score. We cannot blame Cambridge University all the time. Although there are certain things, but we cannot blame them all the time. In order to get a good band score or a different band score, you have to change your written style of English as well if you want it in writing. So you should include both simple and complex sentences in your essay. Complex sentences contain more than one clause, more than one idea. Simple sentences contain one idea. Complex sentences, they contain more than one clause with the help of conjunction. It can be possible, but there are many people who are like that. Okay, let's go ahead. Look at this paragraph from a student's essay. The sentences are all simple, so the examiner cannot give a high mark for grammar, even though the meaning is clear. Now you got to see it carefully. I read it for you. Here the band score is low. Now you are not going to follow it. This is what you need to avoid. This is written: nearly all countries have traffic problems, full stop. They can be hard to solve, full stop. Local people can reduce some of the problems, full stop. Do you understand? There is no connection. The sentences have no connection. Ideas are not connected. That's what is missing here. They can choose to walk rather than drive, full stop. But this is often not a popular option, full stop. So the number of vehicles on the roads rises, again full stop. However, sometimes there are poor road or traffic conditions. See, there is no connection at all. Every sentence is a separate and different sentence, and this candidate has not used any complex sentence. All are simple sentences and without any conjunction. Conjunction joins 2 sentences. There is not much the public can do about this, full stop. Governments must take steps to reduce congestion, full stop. This means imposing laws, full stop. Now we are going to correct this. We are going to see, here is the same paragraph rewritten with a wider range of sentence type. Now here you've got to see what type of sentences are there. This will get a better mark. Now this is gonna get a better band score. Nearly all countries have traffic problems. Instead of full stop, there is a comma, which can be hard to solve. Now which is going to link it and which is going to join 2 ideas together. This is a complex sentence, right? Which can be hard to solve. Local people can reduce some of the problems by choosing to walk rather than drive. Now see, joining the sentences by choosing to walk rather than drive, then there is a comma, but this is often not a popular option. Again, this is a complex sentence. Now see, there are 2-3 ideas in one sentence. This is how you need to write, and you got to be careful If there is a conjunction, use it carefully. If there is a comma, use it carefully and appropriately. So the number of vehicles on the roads rises. It's just one. So means as a result. But there in the previous paragraph, the candidate didn't use that. If there are poor roads or traffic conditions, comma, however, again comma, because there should be a pause after however. There is not much the public can do. This is also a complex sentence. Next, either way, governments clearly need to take steps to reduce congestion, and this may mean imposing laws. And there it was, governments must take steps, this means imposing laws and all that. So you need to use complex sentences. If you are using complex sentences, you can get a good bench score, and this is a very good example of that. All clear? You got to practice this at home also, and then you got to try to write. For example, pick up one sentence, write it on a piece of paper on the top, and then write 10 sentences like that. Got it? This is how, and you got to see where there is the comma, where there is however, where this, where that, and all that, and you can take different ideas for that. Now let's go ahead. How can I improve my accuracy? We are talking about grammar and accuracy. Now we'll see how can you improve your accuracy. As well as checking for grammar mistakes, you should also make sure your punctuation is accurate. One is grammar and one is punctuation, then we've got spelling and all that. Find the punctuation errors in this paragraph. I'm going to correct it, okay, and you will also give me your input as well. So let's start. It is a well-known fact that cars and buses, unlike bicycles, use lots of petrol and create great deal of pollution.
Full stop.
Full stop. Excellent. Very good. Write a full stop there, please. Well done. Now after full stop, surely S will be small or capital? Capital. Very good. Surely something can be done. Okay, surely, and then they're putting it towards a question. Surely something can be done about this. If we want to convert it into a question, remember one thing. With any positive statement, if you write a question mark, that will become a question. For example, if I say, I live in Lahore, full stop. I live in Lahore, question mark, I will read, I live in Lahore. That's a question. Without it, yeah. So without changing it, just you are putting a question mark and that will become a question. So we are just making it a question. Surely something can be done about this. It's a question. If we cannot get people to walk or share. Now do we need a comma here? No, because or is already there. So we don't need comma. Cross this comma. If we cannot get people to walk or share vehicles. Now there is going to be the next clause of the sentence. What do we need here? A comma. Very good. After vehicles there will be a comma. If we cannot get people to walk or share vehicles, comma, after comma will not write capital. We should put more pressure on scientists to build. Now do we need apostrophe? No. It's the plural S. It's not the apostrophe S. It's just the plural one. So we'll not write apostrophe S. On scientists to build solar powered engines. Then we've got the full stop. Although it may take some time to achieve this, then there's comma already, it would be worth it. Now do we need a question mark?
No.
What do we need? No, a full stop. Because you know the next sentence is starting with a capital letter already. So we need a full stop here. It would be worth it. There are other alternatives too. Now see that? When you're using to, before that you're using comma. So listen up. Instead of learning all the deep rules, English punctuation can be very complex. Very, very complex if you go deep into the rules. It's a good idea just to learn where to use comma, where to use this and that, and few sentences. And when you are using it, you know where I make this type of sentence, where I'm joining two sentences, there I need a comma, there I need this, there I need full stop and all that stuff, right? So there are other alternatives, comma, to. For example, after for example, you will not write this colon. What will you write? comma. Now keep this rule in mind. Wherever I will give an example and I will write, for example, I will write a comma there. Is it easy or difficult?
Easy.
It's easy. This is the easy way of doing it. So you can learn some words where they are using comma. Comma and full stop, that's the most commonly used thing. For example, if we all started driving electric cars, then there is a comma. Why? Because this is going to be the next part of the sentence. When there are two sentences or two clauses and you want to break them, then there will be a comma. The world would be a much cleaner place. What do we need? A full stop. Got it? So this is punctuation exercise. Now I'm going to read this action plan. This action plan is important for IELTS writing and you got to follow this action plan. The first is analyze the task to see how many parts you have to write about. How many parts mean how many topics. This is one side and this is other side. So sometimes advantages, disadvantages, two parts. Sometimes causes and then solution. Again, two parts. So you got to decide how many parts you've got to write about. Decide on your position and your main ideas. I told you your position and then what are your main ideas. Main ideas mean the back of your position. If your position is you are in favor of the topic, what are the main ideas behind? Introduce your answer by rephrasing the question and stating your position. Number one, you will restate the question and then you will state your position that this is how I rephrase the topic and my position is this. Write 3 to 5 paragraphs on your main ideas with supporting arguments. Remember, main ideas and supporting arguments that support your main idea. Main idea means you've got one idea about it. Supporting argument means that supports your main idea. Link your ideas together so that your answer is logical. Now, do you remember that exercise we did of linking the ideas and then they look logical? So you need to link your ideas together so that your answer is logical and clearly developed. Try to use a range of relevant vocabulary and sentence types. We talked about vocabulary and we talked about sentence types as well. Conclude by restating your position and summing up your argument. To sum up and restate your position that this was my position and I proved it. Right? Check your answer for errors and count the number of words you have used. This is called proofreading. At the end, you must save some time for essay writing and for report or letter writing for proofreading. Once you are done and still you think there are 5 minutes left, read it all. If there are any careless mistakes of punctuation or sometimes when you are writing fast, your brain goes on the next word. You're writing one word, your brain goes on the next word and then you forget to write the last letter of the word. For example, if you're writing cart, C-A-R-T, and you're writing quickly, you will only write C-A-R and you will go ahead. So these careless mistakes you can overcome and this might increase your band score by half. Proofreading can increase your band score by half, and when you're proofreading, it doesn't mean you start proofreading with a red ballpoint. Okay, I will check it. This is right, this is wrong. You just need to see if there is any mistake, you can correct that. If, for example, you need to write S, he goes, you've written he go. For example, like that. So everyone wants and you have written everyone want. So these type of minor mistakes you can overcome, right? So that's all about essay writing. I hope I would have explained everything in details and you're going to follow that. Usually the students are complaining it's difficult to write essay, but if you're going to follow this pattern, and you see I have covered all the criteria for writing tasks. I have covered grammar, vocabulary, then sentence structure, punctuation. So I've covered all the criteria. I mean, this is examiner's criteria and I've covered all the examiner's criteria. If you still face some problems, please watch all these videos once again and they will help you. If you really like this video, go ahead and hit on the like button and subscribe my channel as well so that I could share more videos, and if you click on bell button, definitely you're going to get the notification. And I teach IELTS online. If you want to join my online IELTS classes, my WhatsApp number is given. If you dial this number, Asad Yaqub will say hello to you. Okay, so but only for online classes you can contact me if you want to. Along with that, you can see this beautiful IELTS kit. It's Easy IELTS kit. It's got 4 books and 8 video DVDs. If you want to prepare for IELTS at home, definitely this kit can help you, and you can study from there directly. There are tips and tricks inside the kit which are not available on YouTube. Asad Yaqub wishes you all the best. Take care. Allah Hafiz.